Astagfirullahaladzim.
Run into it. Oh! Who's out here? Who's out here?
There's something eerie about being alone in the wilderness. Just you, the crackling fire, and the vast darkness beyond. But what happens when that darkness stares back? From unexplainable figures lurking in the trees to chilling sounds that defy logic, these real-life camping encounters will make you think twice before pitching your tent again. Get ready for a terrifying journey into the unknown, because these are 6 of the most disturbing camping encounters ever caught on camera. This chilling and unexplainable video was captured by Fazil, a 78-year-old adventurer with a profound love for the great outdoors. On his YouTube channel, Voyager Overland, Fazil shares breathtaking footage of his journeys, showcasing some of the most stunning and remote places in nature. Known for documenting the beauty of the wilderness to share with his audience, this time, Fazil captured something he would never forget.
So Gene and I are out on yet another adventure, and last time we were out I caught some footage that quite frankly has me a little spooked, and I haven't quite decided if I want to show it yet. Now, it's not the first time that I catch something in the background while we're recording, like a deer that we didn't notice, or some hikers that we didn't see while we were busy winching the jeeps out of a mud hole or something, but this was different. Now, I don't understand what I saw and I can't explain it, so if you have seen anything like it, please feel free to let me know what you think.
It was a sunny day on October 26th, 2024, when Fazil, his wife John, and their 2 grandkids set out on yet another adventure. Their destination? Ruby Falls, nestled in the breathtaking Alberta Rockies. They eventually set up camp, pitching their tents and settling in for the night. Before fully settling in, however, Fazil decided to set up a trail camera.
Out a trail cam at night, hoping to catch some wildlife around camp while we're sleeping, and with my granddaughter who just loves wildlife. How cool could it be if I could show her some night pictures of what's walking around at night while we're sleeping? Now, I must admit, I haven't had any luck so far. I've put out the camera many times and never captured any footage. But tonight was different.
Fazil wanted to capture some wildlife footage for his granddaughter, but little did he know, he was about to record something far more terrifying and unsettling. Let's have a look at it. The camera captured a ghostly figure with glowing eyes that pierced through the darkness. The figure appeared to wander around their campsite, but what made it even more chilling was that upon noticing the camera, it approached, its face coming fully into view. The next morning, Fazil was shocked by what the trail camera had captured. He had no rational explanation for the eerie figure, and the footage left him deeply uneasy. He told his viewers that he chose not to show the video to his grandkids. It was simply too terrifying to watch. When Fazil uploaded the video to his YouTube channel, it went viral almost instantly, sparking debate and speculation. No one has been able to definitively explain what was captured, only deepening the mystery. Jelly Official is an Indonesian YouTuber who frequently goes camping and shares his adventures. In this video, he ventures into a forest rumored to be haunted. Although he started the journey alone,
Karena sebelah kiri ini memang hutan asri ya, hutan yang benar-benar
as night fell, he began to suspect that he might not be alone. Strange sounds, like someone walking through the bushes, began to echo. He initially thought it might have been an animal passing by, but this was just the first sign that unusual events were about to unfold.
Dari dalam hutan, teman-teman. Siapa kamu? Siapa kamu? Ini hewan buas bukan sih, teman-teman? Halo? Suara anak kecil, teman-teman. Astagfirullahaladzim, la ilaha illallah. Di mana kamu, Dek? Siapa kamu? Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim.
There was no one around, yet the unmistakable voice of a little child singing softly could be heard. Holding a machete in his hands, he prepared to defend himself against whatever was outside. However, fear kept him from confronting the entity lurking beyond. At one point, he thought he heard the growl of a tiger, but in his panic, he may have misinterpreted the sound. Overwhelmed with fear, he quickly packed his belongings and left. But what was lurking outside his tent? Was it just an animal or something far more sinister? Please share your thoughts in the comments below as we explore the next encounter. This chilling video was captured by Dan, a YouTuber you might know from his channel, Exploring with Fighters. Known for his love of adventure and the outdoors, Dan often ventures into abandoned buildings, haunted forests, and uncharted locations to bring his viewers along on thrilling explorations. Fascinated by the paranormal, Dan is always searching for answers, hoping to capture something extraordinary on camera. But on this particular night, what he captured was far more terrifying than any ghost. It was November 14th, 2022, a cold, eerie winter evening, when Dan set out on another exploration, this time into the infamous Epping forest, a location rumored to be haunted by dark legends and ghostly apparitions. Luckily, Dan wasn't alone. His good friend Flex joined him, as they had braved many adventures together.
So we're heading towards a church. We're going to take a walk from there and find somewhere to camp. And I will be telling you more haunted history of the place. But I'm not sure what we're actually going to do tonight. Whether we're just going to do a stealth camp or not. We'll see.
As they arrived at the forest, they parked their car and stepped out into the darkness. All they could see was an old, creepy church with a graveyard right next to it. The atmosphere sent shivers down their spines, but they pressed on.
That's better.
Look at that. That's creepy.
Well, if we go around the back of the church and camp in the forest there,
Yeah.
we can have a fire because we're not on the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the forest.
Is that noise?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
That wasn't a normal fox noise.
Could have been. I don't know.
Could have been, but that doesn't sound like a normal fox.
Right, come on, let's grab our stuff and set camp. It's getting cold already, so let's.
Walk right through the graveyard.
Yeah, if we walk through the graveyard, we'll go right to the back. Are you ready to go and find somewhere to camp? Full moon's beaming down above you.
They heard a strange, unexplainable sound, but surprisingly brushed it off, attributing it to a fox or other wildlife. Grabbing their gear, including sleeping bags and a tent, they ventured into the darkness, unaware of what was watching them. After finding the perfect spot, They set up their large tent, built a campfire to keep warm, and settled inside, chatting about life as friends do. However, their conversation was soon interrupted by unsettling noises coming from the dark woods.
Dr. Pepper? No. What was that weird noise? It just sounded like something way in the distance, but in the woods. Oh yeah. Almost like a thump. Like a thumping hollow sound. It's just the weird woods, that's what it is. I kind of feel better in this tent. I hope it's a fox. Sound like a scream. The fox screams. Stop now. Some weird noises. Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is cooking the food in here. It'll be fine. Yeah, we'll see. We'll give it like 10 minutes and we'll start cooking it. Yeah. But it's an owl. Huh? Yeah, definitely an owl.
Unsettling noises caught their attention. They knew they were in the woods where hearing animal sounds was normal, but something felt off, a sense of unease that made them want to stay inside the safety of their tent. Their gut feeling wasn't wrong. Before they got to that point, they first prepared a nice meal and retreated to their tent. For a moment, the night started to feel peaceful. Little did they know that peace would soon be shattered.
Do you like the broccoli?
We'll try some now. I've never actually tried it.
It makes it all worthwhile. All the hard work that went into it. Oh! What's that? Can you hear that walking around? What the fuck is that? I don't know. It could be an animal, but I don't know. I hit the tent.
Something suddenly touched the tent with force, and footsteps could be heard wandering around their campsite. The boys were in shock, looking at each other in fear. They both thought the same thing. Who or what was out there? The answer became clear all too quickly.
I don't like this. Like genuine footsteps.
They listened quietly as the footsteps grew louder, circling the tent, as if the intruder had no intention of hiding.
What was that? What branch was up in? I've been for a bit, but I haven't heard anything like that all night. That's what worries me. turn all lights off now. It's freaking me the fuck out.
They turned off their lights, sitting in complete silence, their hearts racing while the footsteps persisted. The boys sat still for an agonizing 5 minutes, staring at each other, unsure of what to do, until they finally decided to take action.
What are we gonna do? Open the tent. Open the tent. Are you mad? Serious?
Slowly, they unzipped the tent door, peering out into the pitch-black forest. But there was nothing, just the eerie stillness of the woods.
So I've got a CCTV camera up there. It might go in on there. I put it up there because last time we got a fox on camera walking around the tents. So I wanted to see if we capture any animals walking around. But whatever that was, it smashed the side of the tent. Yeah. But it could have legit footsteps. At first I thought, hold on, it could be like a branch falling off the tree, right? Mm. But the way it smacked the side of the tent, but then the footsteps, but then it could have been an animal. I'll have to check that CCTV footage. How soon can you check it? Tomorrow morning when we get back to the hotel.
Trying to come up with a logical explanation, they brushed off the unsettling feeling, convincing themselves it was probably just a branch falling and an animal wandering around at the same time. With that thought, they decided to review the CCTV footage the next day at the hotel, an arguably irresponsible decision to make.
Whoever it is, I think it's gone. No, I reckon we turn the lights out, yeah, and just sit in silence for a bit in the dark. Leave the fire on. Yeah. The fire's on like quite low. What are we gonna do about that? Oh, I would like to finish it. It's gonna be cold now. We try. We've probably attracted something because of the smell. When do we ever not attract something when we do the steak? Maybe we should ban steak for a little bit. Yeah.
Assuming the danger had passed, they returned to their dinner, reassuring each other it was likely just an animal attracted to the food they had prepared. After dinner, they settled in for a good night's sleep, still unaware of what the CCTV footage had actually captured. The rest of the night passed without further disturbances, and as dawn broke, they packed up and headed to a nearby hotel to review the footage. What they discovered sent chills down their spines.
So when something's triggered on the camera, it takes about 2 or 3 second delay, so I didn't actually catch whatever was thrown at the tent. But check this out, I did see this. In the bottom right corner, something comes into the frame. There was definitely someone there, and it looks like they just take a look what was going on. And as Flex pops his head out to take a look, they dart off into the darkness. Now this is quite a scary thought.
On the CCTV footage, a man could be seen walking toward their campsite, standing silently next to their tent. The figure didn't move. It simply stood there, watching them. As soon as Dan and Flex opened the tent door, the man quickly disappeared into the woods. Dan and Flex were shocked. They had assumed all night that the sounds were caused by an animal, but the footage told a far more sinister story. Someone had been lurking around their campsite, silently observing them. It seemed like the person didn't have good intentions. He didn't make his presence known, and upon realizing that Dan and Flex were still awake, he likely decided to leave. Dan and Flex were haunted by the thought afterward, but they were relieved to have made it out safely. One thing is certain, the next time they go camping, they will be more cautious and won't brush off strange occurrences so easily. It's important to always be aware of your surroundings, especially when you're alone in the woods. Meet Jay from the YouTube channel Visually Creeped. He's an explorer who loves venturing into eerie places most people wouldn't dare to go. Tonight, we're tagging along as Jay explores Haunted Trail.
If you guys remember the story that I was talking about in my last video, on this main trail, this married couple told me that they were walking this trail, and there is a legend of spirit lady who I guess cries for her baby. She lost her baby. There's really not too much online about it. It's more like a legend. But when they were walking down this trail and she got pulled by her hair and thrown down on the ground. That's on this trail right here. They will not come back to this place, so that's what kind of ignited this curiosity. I'm like, oh, I'll go walk through it. It might be a stupid decision at the end of the day.
Jay keeps moving deeper into the woods, the darkness closing in around him.
You guys are not really gonna like see me use any type of equipment in here. I'm just more exploring, see if we see anything, and to challenge myself, because being in the woods at night, it's kind of spooky. Alright, give me a second, I gotta switch hands. Alright.
Just when he thinks everything is fine, his backpack is suddenly yanked back, hard. He's thrown off balance, crashing into the mud.
Someone just pulled my bag. My bag got pulled. My bag got pulled. Hold on. So far, nothing. Nothing's pulling my hair or anything like that. Oh my God. What the? I just dropped it. Something pulled my bag. Yo, something pulled my bag. I was right here. My camera just dropped right there. Hold on. I just fell. Something pulled my bag. I don't know how to turn it up. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm freaking out right now. Hold on. I'm freaking out right now. Something pulled my backpack. I fell. I think there's nothing. There's no trees or nothing. Hold on. All my settings are... There's nothing around me that did there. I was on the... Oh God, give me a second. Fuck. There is nobody around here. There's nothing that could have done there. Look at. There is nothing. There's nothing my bait could have got caught on in there. There's nothing. And what's crazy? Which way do I go? I think I go this way. Oh, dude, I don't even know. I was literally saying, I don't want to say it right now because I'm afraid. I'm not gonna. I'm afraid. I was seriously talking about nothing has pulled me yet. Hello? It happened right here. It legit felt like somebody grabbed the back of my bag and like yanked it, like yanked it. I fell backwards, like it took me off my feet. Maybe that's... I hate being this scared. I'm actually scared. I'm heading out, guys. Like I'm heading out, like I'm...
But first, he has to make it to his car and escape the woman in the woods. Luke is no stranger to the outdoors. His adventures take him through rugged terrains, deep forests, and remote trails. But this time, he's taking on something far more eerie. An overnight trip to Devil's Throne, a location infamous for paranormal encounters and Bigfoot sightings. This isn't his first time venturing here. This is his fourth return. But something about this trip feels different.
It is so steep and so remote. That is one of the reasons why so few come up here. Another reason why people do not come up here is because of the history of this area. This place has a very dark past and a lot of mystery that surrounds it. To many of the locals, this is haunted. To the Native Americans that were here before, it is haunted.
The journey begins with Luke hiking up a steep, treacherous trail. The silence of the wilderness is broken only by the sound of his footsteps, until he hears something else.
What was that? I don't know. The Devil's Throne, everyone.
Strange noises echo through the trees, making him question if he's truly alone. After what feels like an eternity, he reaches the top of Devil's Throne. The most terrifying part? How dangerous it is. One wrong step, and he could plummet into disaster.
It is foggy and ominous looking. Go this way and you die. Right over there is a 30-foot drop straight down.
As he explores, a thunderstorm rolls in. Seeking shelter, Luke huddles beneath a large rock, waiting for the storm to pass. He cooks himself a meal, sipping on his coffee, but then he hears it again. A noise close by.
What on earth was that? I wonder if the camera picked that up.
Pausing for a moment, he listens, his mind racing. Was it just the wind? An animal? Or something more sinister lurking in the darkness? Making the atmosphere even more intense, Luke recalls a Bigfoot sighting reported in this exact area. He himself has had unsettling experiences here before.
According to this, an individual is out hiking by himself. He's hiking up here to the Devil's Throne. He says here that he was 3/4 of the way up the mountain, and he was walking through like the thickest part of the forest that was really overgrown, and he saw something standing at the edge of the forest. It says here, after looking at this thing for about 10 seconds, he realized that he was looking at the side of its face, and it turned around just like this. And as soon as it did, he took off running down the mountain. I can say though, I've had some interesting experiences here. Experiences that I cannot quite explain. I've been followed by something in the forest that I haven't been able to see. I've heard footsteps chased after them, haven't found them.
As the night deepens, he packs up and begins his descent. But the deeper he goes into the woods, the more he realizes something is following him.
Heard some interesting things, but that's about it. I don't know. In a way, I'm glad to see that nothing has changed. Still hearing things, feel like I'm being watched, hearing footsteps on occasion. That noise that I heard up at the Devil's Throne, I just heard it again. But I'm not sure where at though.
The same eerie noises from earlier now seem to be moving with him. Luke expresses his desire to return for a full overnight stay in the near future. But after what he experienced, will he be alone next time? What do you think was out there? A simple animal? Or something beyond explanation? Meet Chris, a professional ghost hunter, paranormal researcher, and enthusiast of all things terrifying. Tonight, he's car camping at one of America's most haunted locations, Purgatory Road.
I'm at Purgatory Road, one of the most haunted roads in all of America. And tonight, I'm alone. I'm all by myself. All I have with me here is this lovely Honda Accord, which I'm going to be sleeping inside of tonight. I literally have a blanket and some other goodies, but mostly just me and the car. That's it. So I'm here and I've decided that... Hello? Like, listen to how quiet it is out here in this forest. There's no wind, there's no cars, there's nothing. And again, driving out here is super far from the farm and anyone that I know, so I'm praying that no one really tries to come and mess with me, because it's public. This is like a public area. Anyone could come down here, but I don't want anyone to mess with me. That would suck. But now you guys can see where I am. Purgatory Road. There's a car. It's honestly like feels pretty comfortable right now. It's not terrible, but it's always different when you're by yourself. So, oh, okay, my light just flickered. That was cool.
As the night wears on, Chris hears a noise. Close. Too close.
Talker is on. Hello? Like I want to look, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? Kind of creepy. Oh, but 11. It's after 11. That is the time. We're in that hour right now, which is very strange. What are you trying to tell me? What the f was that? Swear to God, something just hissed at me. It's like a growl hiss or something. That could be wrong. Alright. It's gonna have me walk backwards here for a second. I hit the record button on accident, so I guess we'll keep going with it. No, I didn't. Alright, I keep hearing footsteps behind me. There's something in the woods moving. It sounded like you might have breathed into my little device here, but again, I invite anything out here to please come talk into my device. I'll be able to hear what you say. You don't have to talk super loud, just whisper it into my device, please. Get a lot of names. I don't always buy into the names just because it's interesting that it's just, what do they mean, right? I don't know what these names are, who they are, what they were. What the f was that? The problem is that my car is that way. That could have easily been something like bird, animal.
Gertrude.
Could have been Gertrude. Doesn't really make sense, but
Be fearful.
be fearful. I am fearful. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. It's like interesting to do stuff like this by yourself, and I always tell myself I'm never gonna do it, but when Dylan and TJ are both busy, what choice do I have? So here I am.
Back in the safety of his car, he leaves his camera rolling and his light on, hoping to capture anything lurking in the darkness. An hour and a half later, his camera picks up something strange.
Hello? That was nothing, guys. That was nothing. Just gonna go to sleep now. Toodaloo!
Faint noises drift from the woods, growing louder.
What the f was that? 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 Hello? What the f?
Chris got exactly what he came for, maybe even more, on Purgatory Road this time. Camping is supposed to be an escape, an adventure into nature, away from the chaos of everyday life. But as these chilling encounters prove, sometimes the real terror isn't in ghost stories or wild animals. It's in what lurks just beyond the glow of your campfire. So, next time you're out in the woods, listen closely to the sounds of the night, because you never know who or what might be watching. Stay safe, stay aware, and if you ever capture something truly disturbing on camera, you might just make it onto the next list. Sleep tight, if you can.